if you're a bust to some people and a hero to others, what really defines you? Hasheem Thabeet is considered to be one of the biggest draft busts in NBA history, but he is far from a joke to the people of his home country of Tanzania. He's become an inspiration to people across the country and is hailed as a hero whenever he returns home. Hasheem Thabeet was born February 16, 1987 in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, where he grew up doing what many of the native Africans in the NBA did. He played soccer. However, he was drawn into watching basketball at his local park and eventually grew to be 7'3". By that time, he was playing in the games himself. Eventually, he would be seen by the coaches and scouts in Tanzania and traveled to the United States to further his possibilities in the sport. He attended Cypress Christian School in Houston, Texas, where he learned the nuances of American basketball, and later signed a letter of intent with the University of Connecticut when he graduated high school in 2006. He experienced a breakout year at UConn as a sophomore, winning numerous awards, including the Big East Defensive Player of the Year and NABC National Defensive Player of the Year, along the way becoming the most feared shot blocker in the nation and a top NBA prospect as well. He continued his strong play as a junior, repeating his Big East Defensive Player of the Year and National Defensive Player of the Year, while also being named a second-team All-American and co-Big East Player of the Year alongside Pittsburgh's DeJuan Blair. He entered the 2009 NBA draft after his junior season and was picked second overall by the Memphis Grizzlies, one pick after Blake Griffin and one pick before James Harden. That season, he became one of 3 players that year to be the first player from their country to play in an NBA game. He was the first from Tanzania, along with Omri Caspi from Israel and Jonas Jerebko from Sweden. He struggled to gain playing time as a rookie behind Marc Gasol and was sent to the NBA D-League, where he still holds the record for the league's tallest player. As his career progressed, he had trouble catching on and would be traded 3 times in his 5-year NBA career. First, he was sent to the Rockets for Shane Battier and Ish Smith in 2011, but was moved again the next year to Portland alongside Johnny Flynn in exchange for Marcus Camby. He would then sign with the Oklahoma City Thunder later that year and became a backup center during the Durant-Westbrook era under Scott Brooks. He would then be traded again to the Philadelphia 76ers 2 years later in exchange for a second-round pick, but was waived by the team less than a week later. He signed with the Detroit Pistons later that same month, but was also quickly released. He played for the Pistons' D-League affiliate, the Grand Rapids Drive, for the 2014-15 season, but did not gain an NBA contract afterward. He was out of professional basketball for a short time before signing to play in Japan for Yokohama in 2017. Thabeet's career did not pan out, but those who know him believe that one day he will get another shot at the NBA. His former teammate Kevin Durant told The Undefeated, "Hasheem knows that no one feels sorry for him, so he's not feeling sorry for himself. He's one of the hardest workers and by far one of the best people that I know. He's one of the best teammates that I've ever had." Thabeet would go on to say that he felt mentally broken after the 2015 season and that his short time in the game of basketball before being drafted had set him up for failure. He would later say in an interview, "The first time they handed me the ball, I was already tall. Go dunk. I was already athletic. I go dunk, so everybody is happy. My friends are happy. The next thing I know, I'm playing basketball. Took me 5 years to get drafted number 2 pick, and I'm still learning the game." He decided that basketball was still the goal for his life, so after leaving the D-League, he began working in San Francisco with trainer Frank Matriciano. He was able to gain more confidence, strength, and basketball skill, which allowed him to sign his new contract in Japan. He is doing his best to live up to the expectations they once had for him, but is still treated like a savior in his home country of Tanzania. He has become known for his humanitarian work in his native land, where he returns in the off-season to give basketball clinics for children, build libraries, and give speeches in schools about making life choices for oneself and not just following their family. This is because, as he said in a New York Times interview, A lot of friends I grew up with ended up not getting any job, he said, because they all wanted to be lawyers, bankers, and accountants like their dads. There's not that many jobs out there like that. Hasheem Thabeet is considered a bust by many, but I think it can be considered that his true purpose, rather than basketball, is to become an ambassador to help build the next generation of Tanzania. People like Hasheem Thabeet have stories that deserve to be told, and that is the goal here on Sideline to Sideline. If you're interested in supporting these projects, please like and subscribe, as we will have more content coming very soon.